Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today we're going to be doing the book shopping book tag. So this is an original tag created by the Scientists Reading World, and I will link their channel down below in the description, as well as all the questions. So if you guys want to partake in this book tag, you can do it as well. It's pretty much like a reader preference tag, and it just kind of goes over like how you like to shop for books and what kind of books you like to shop for and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited to get into it and share my preferences with you guys. So the first question is, how do you buy books? Do you buy them in physical copies or do you buy them online? I do both actually. I prefer to buy them physically because then I already have them right away. But at the same time, I do like ordering books online because I'm a mail junkie and I get super excited when I have a package that's been delivered, or if I don't know a package is coming and mail just shows up that has books in it, I get super excited. So I do both of these things. I personally like love actually going to the bookstore. And then when you buy the book, like you already have it. It's like right there. You can read it right now. You can read it later. It's just like that immediate gratification from buying the book like right away. So that's kind of cool too. Number two is, do you like bigger bookshops or smaller bookshops? I would say I prefer smaller bookshops when I'm like traveling around because I like just exploring all these like random little like book nooks and just seeing all the different things that they have to offer in these like little stores. I also like supporting smaller businesses. I do really like Chapters though, which is like our giant like bookstore that's like a chain store in Canada. I don't know. When you walk into a Chapters, there's so many like unlimited possibilities of all the different areas to go in the store, and it's just wonderful. It's so nice walking into a Chapters. But I like little bookshops because there's so many like little hidden treasures that you can find in these bookshops, and especially if they're like used bookshops, they're usually like very like library-esque and just they're like a maze, and it's so fun to just like go explore through the shop and find different things. But yeah, if I had to choose, I would choose smaller bookshops just for that reason. Next up, we have, do you prefer to buy books brand new or do you like them in used condition? And I prefer to buy them new just because I am a collector and I like to have new books with like no like marks on them or anything like that. I just like new books. But like I do buy used books from the used bookstore fairly often. And I usually find books in decent condition too, which is good. I will purposely like look for the best condition of book I can find in used condition, but I prefer new books over used. I don't prefer the prices of new books because they're quite expensive, but that's the price we pay for a new book. This next question is kind of funny and I'm going to read it because I can't remember like these names, but it says, are you a coupon TLC level crazy person or a full price Sweet 16 MTV? um, I guess I would say I'm the MTV one because I buy most of my books full price unless I'm at the used store. I don't really have coupons for books. I don't know if they give you coupons for books. Like they give you online discounts, which I will definitely use those anytime I can find them. But for the most part, I pay full price for the books that I get. Then the next question is, are you a researcher before you buy? So do you like look up the book series, look up the books, like analyze what you're going to buy? Or are you just a shopaholic and will just buy anything? And honestly, I think I'm a shopaholic and I'll just buy anything. I really don't put that much research into like what books I want before I get them. I just kind of go for it and hope for the best when I read the books. And for the most part, they usually end up being good books and I enjoy them. And if I don't enjoy them, like they just end up going to the used shop for somebody else to read anyways. So I guess it's a win-win for book lovers and my shopaholic ways. But yeah, that's really the only thing I spend money on though. Like other than paying for like house bills and car bills, the only other thing like I spend money on is like books for Marcus and I, and that's it. Well, I guess we buy groceries too. So yeah, because we have to eat, human necessity. But after that, just books. Then we have a book or two at a time or a full cart. And so I'm assuming this means like reading one or two at a time or a full cart. I honestly can only keep track of like two at the most storylines at once. Whenever I try and go further than that, it's just like my mind gets boggled and I get lost between all the different characters and all the different plot lines I'm trying to keep track of. So, yeah, the most I will ever read is two at a time, and that's about it. I honestly wish I could keep track of a lot more because then my reading goals would be a lot higher and I'd actually be meeting my reading goals and completing my TBR. So yeah, that would be like a superpower for a bookworm. New and recent releases or old and classics. So I would choose new and recent releases. I just don't like classics that much. It's just a genre that I don't really vibe with. I also am really excited for a lot of new releases that are always coming out and like getting me pumped up. And I feel like it's fun to find out about new releases and then just like let that excitement build for them to come out. I don't know. I just really like new books. If you didn't get that from my other answers. Next question is, are you a pre-order total fan freakout, or are you okay to just wait till it ends up in the bookstore to buy it? For me, I'm okay with just waiting for it to come to the bookstore, honestly. Because then when it comes to the bookstore and like I don't realize it's there yet, and then I get to the bookstore, it's a nice surprise. And yeah, like I don't know. I don't really see the need to pre-order because I have so many books on the go as is that I don't really need to like add more to that. Although it does happen from time to time if it's like a really big series that I enjoy. For example, if it was a Pierce Brown book, I would be pre-ordering that shit like crazy. But because it's not, I don't know. I don't really pre-order that much. So yeah, I'll just wait for it to come to the bookstore. Next up is, do you like sprayed edges or exclusive book covers, like special limited edition covers, or is it what is in the inside that counts for you? And I mean, it obviously is what is on the inside that counts for me. I do like all that stuff and I think it's very nice, but I'm perfectly happy with just the book in its regular format because the story is what I'm there for. Don't get me wrong, I will buy like those nice covers from time to time because I just want my shelf behind me to look nice and aesthetically pleasing for the room and for you guys, but honestly, like I'm just here for the story. So yeah, I would choose like the inside of the book is the most important part. Then we have picture your favorite book. Do you show your love by buying multiple copies, or are you good with just the one? And so for me, my perfect example is Red Rising. I have the hardcover edition back there. I also have it in paperback, which is what I originally had it in. And that has been lent to a friend. So I have that book in multiple formats. And yeah, I just couldn't get rid of the paperback edition after I got the hardback to match the other ones because they were all hardback. But like I couldn't get rid of the physical copy because it was my original copy of that book and it's my favorite book. So it holds like sentimental value for me. And yeah, I'm probably just going to keep that paperback edition until I die. And the last thing is to name your favorite places to bookshop. So we have a couple used bookstores here where I'm from that I like to go and shop. But like I said, I do really like Chapters, which is our big chain bookstore in Canada. It's just such a nice place to walk into and just, oh, you feel so many things when you walk through those doors. I love Chapters. There's a lot of like used bookstores from like back home when I used to live with my parents. I don't even know if they're still there anymore, but there was this one really cool one that was beside a giant tiger. I don't know if giant tiger is like a thing in US as well, but it was really cool. It was definitely like a little mini library and I got lost in that place a couple times. It was a really cool store. I don't even remember what it's called. It's been so long since I've been there. But overall, like I just love Chapters. It's awesome. And now it's time for me to tag some other people. So I'm not going to tag anybody. I'm just going to let you guys do this tag if you want to. And like I said, all the questions will be down in the description down below so you can get them there. And now for our independent bookstore shout out. Okay, so today's independent bookstore shout out is for Once Upon a Bookstore. And this is primarily a children's bookstore. They also have books for grown-ups as well, as you can see here. But they have a lot of kids' books. And so I'll just show you guys that. They have a really cool site with lots of like giant carousels of things. And then I think this is really cool. When you get to this area, it stops scrolling and then goes on the side and scrolls. You can look through those until you get through them. So it shows like new kids books releasing this month. You can browse by selection. There's a whole bunch of options that you can get in here. And yeah, it's really cool. They have a lot of stuff on this store. I'll just scoot back to the top here for you guys. They also have audiobooks, which some independent bookstores have, some don't. So that's really cool. Let's go check out their books. So they split it into age groups. And then once it gets to 12 plus, then they like do the adults and stuff. So, oh, and they have subjects too. Let's do 6 to 8. Cool. So it shows you all like the different options. And Diary of a Pug. That's fun. Yeah, so it's a really cool store. If you want to get anything for your kids, or you know anybody that has kids and want to get them some cool kids books, definitely check out onceuponabookstore.ca. And this is located in Kelowna, British Columbia. Anyways, that's it for my video, guys. If you want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as a link to buy my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.